door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key, click. It fits! Then this is the key to the data center. I've managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center on the 4th floor.
Huh?
Then we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words...
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie, I'm just being used.
Okay.
It'll be fine, Makoto's on the job. Not that that's any kind of guarantee. Not a guarantee. I'm totally sure there won't be another kaboom, for serious. But just to be safe, I'm gonna go stand somewhere else. Whoa, Byakuya, you sneaky motherfucker. I said I trust you. You now have an obligation to live up to that trust. You okay? Master told you he trusts you? Master told you that?
What the heck?
Well, don't let it go to your head. I am so not happy about any of this. I miss Kyoko. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Whoa. Is this where he monitors everything? In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? That this room is...
It's all clear now.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it could only mean one thing. That was the body of Mikuru Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. Then where's Kyoko? Then the Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so.
What?
For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that...
But...
If the mastermind really is dead,
Whoa!
that means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first.
Huh?
But what about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered.
But...
Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I say we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Now, do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Oh boy, it is intense. I never expected this. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity of purpose of the mastermind. Geez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master. I mean, I want to know whether they were killed as much as the next guy, but I also really want to get out of here. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. An Alter Ego. You may very well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in figuring out it now. You're right. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Look at the Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Well, he's got a camera in here too. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have? Hey, so he can see if someone's coming up behind him. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? But no luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you used the key that opened the room? Let's give it a try just in case. It's got to be the Monokuma key we need. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah!
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. He was right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There's nothing showing up on this one. Oh, hey, look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is, just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on!
You know?
Oh, you're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? I didn't get the reference.
You know?
Huh? Oh. Oh. What's wrong? Good news for you all. Saturday morning kitties out there, I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. Oh, you guys need to cut you free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
And they were sitting there watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it.
Huh?
Huh? This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring the room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Oh, that's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And it's just weird. Super weird.
But
this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Here I went through each channel one by one. But on every channel it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
what the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. Fuck me. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually,
I'm not sure, but... Huh?
what?
Where's Byakuya? Been a while, you friggin' bastards! Monokuma? Oh, you're supposed to be dead! Me dead? Don't be friggin' stupid!
What?
Oh, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
Of course!
I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment when you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing!
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to stare at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going?
Let me out of here!
No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides...
Yep.
This life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you so serious? This place is the worst. So, either, Makuso, whatever her name is, isn't the mastermind. Or the mastermind killed Kyoko and put that mask on her. Man, I hope Kyoko's not dead. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Phew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. the point.
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh?
Huh? But what does that mean?
What the heck?
It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here.
unbelievable.
Ah, you are so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. It's bullshit, there's no way. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not trying to understand the deeper meaning.
Huh?
Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
But that's...
It can't be! Have they taken off the airwaves somehow?
Oh no!
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible.
Phew!
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
actually...
What if they already did? Huh?
Yes, indeed!
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's impossible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be!
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. So how could things have come this far? Well,
Yeah!
that's a secret. That's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course!
Oh, it's a class trial? Yeah, duh, there's the little business of...
A body has been discovered!
It can't be, Kyoko.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Oh, man. Huh?
Huh?
Class trial? Do you mean...
It's the Monokuma file!
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone, give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
It'll say the victim's name, won't it? Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a
I
ride.
can't wait! I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's the spare entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
That part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. It's not one of us, surely. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mikuru Kusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mikuru Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. It seems so, but the body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this, I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe it, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin.
But...
If we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer.
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? There's no way. Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. This is how this game works, after all. Investigate. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several years old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Monokuma File 5. This is new music. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Okay, guys. Shit has gone down and... Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on. If it's not Kyoko, it's not the mastermind. Then it would be Mikuru Ikusaba. But... Oh, I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm at a loss. I'm trying to think of what could have happened, but I'm at a loss. I have no idea. And we couldn't do this without Kyoko, whether she's dead or not. She's always such a huge help in these trials. We can't rely on her now. I mean, if she is alive, I assume she'll show up at the trial. Then again, she may still be hiding. Oh, I don't know. Maybe now's a good time to open that envelope, Makoto, huh? Somebody's dead. It's seemingly a woman. Or a female, I should say. And, you know, the game is pointing to the likely fact that it's Kyoko. I desperately hope it isn't, but it could be. We thought it was the mastermind, but Monokuma is active again, so that doesn't seem possible. So now we're on to the investigation. And we have to do it without Kyoko, when we've relied on her so much in the previous trials. So this is obviously the survival knife that was taken from Makoto, so let's look at that. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Jeez. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? What else would have done it? Either way, this knife... It looks really familiar. Wait, is this... This is gonna put suspicion on Makoto at the class trial. That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because... Alright, can you stop flashing back to this? I get it. When they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then I... No. What? How'd you stab them and then they ended up here? If this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko was the one that attacked me. No, there's no way. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene. So I wonder if this is the last class trial, because there's all this new dramatic music playing. Let's talk to everybody. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and...
You're serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. Hey, he's trying. I have to give it to Yasuhiro. He's not the brightest, but, you know, he's trying. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. What alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko. I'm Makoto. Are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling you the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Alright, so what did Byakuya's account tell us? Alright, there was no corpse in the garden after nighttime. Byakuya also said that Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, they would have been in pairs. There's only 4 of them, it makes sense. Alright, Aoi. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, there was a tattoo on her hand. It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explain it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. Alright, body before the explosion. The corpse had a mask. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. There was no blood around the ground. That's interesting. Were they laying down when they were stabbed, maybe? Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time, which it doesn't specify that that's the cause of death, which is concerning. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. As is typical with the Danganronpa investigations, it's all very weird and mysterious and very hard to figure out. I love it. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Alright, so what's this? These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Was it there? I'll have to double check that later. What? Makoto, what are you talking about? I don't know what that is. It seems familiar to something that was seen earlier. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Alright, let's have a look at this tattoo. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. By the skin tone, it could be Kyoko. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. There's also something on the back of her right hand. It looks like a dog or a wolf. This is a tattoo. It got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? I don't fucking know. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water onto the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't. Right? Alright, it feels like the game is telling me that there's a part of the body that's wet that shouldn't be. This burns will burn the upper half of the body beyond recognition. While the bottom half remained dry. Huh. I don't know what to make of it. Yes, step away from the dead body. But let's have a look at these chickens that fucking Yasuhiro was so obsessed with. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. 1, 2, 3, 4. I fucking knew it. They kept on saying how there were 5 chickens. I knew that at some point a couple or one would be missing. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4? Well, the game's gonna point it out anyway.
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? Huh? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it happened.
But
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
what?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? So he said just before last night, and just like the Akio, he said the body was not here before nighttime. So at some point, you know, this dead body ended up here, and something happened to one of the chickens. Let's see the air conditioning thing. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. which would mean the murder must have taken place. Right, the lower part of the body isn't wet. Let's have a look at this barn over here, the tool shed. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Looks dirty. Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I don't think so. It was the first thing I noticed when we looked just there. I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Alright, we'll take it. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of the top is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I could find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I could get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room, Byakuya has it, I believe.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have the choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. I imagine he will. And if he doesn't, he'll probably go in with you. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Yeah, I knew it. Come on, let's go. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later, and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Alright, so the game seems to think that this should be really obvious where I remember this from, but I don't. Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. This one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden... It's the same bomb from here? So somebody took the bomb while we were in here? Kyoko's room. Better head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Yeah, so somehow the bomb got to the body because it exploded when we went to take off the mask, so obviously the motion sensor went off. If it's the same bomb from that specific Monokuma, then either one of us took it before we left, or someone did after we left. How about now, Byakuya? You can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Oh, wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... and it's open. Looks like it, thanks. Kyoko's room. Doesn't seem to be anything special aside from that book on the table. So this is Kyoko's room. 6. There's something on the table. Oh, it's not a book. It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. So is this from the dojo? I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Woodblock key. Okay, so what else is in here? Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. You know it's not Sayaka's room because Makoto isn't going on about her scent. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. Oh, what? You're afraid of seeing her unmentionables? Come on, Makoto, you bitch.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. And a clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know! Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Oh, you're gonna open it now? Huh. What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? Her bed? Could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Mukuru Ikusaba, sex female. I can't read the rest. I think it's all gibberish. Class 78 student registry? Mukuru Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuru Ukusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. I want to quickly look at everyone's names. Alright, I thought there was a chance there could be a clever wordplay and somebody's name was Mukuru Ukusaba backwards, but that doesn't seem to be the case. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and asterisks. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said that death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuru Ukusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Kyoko said she was the ultimate despair. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years ago. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Makuru's profile. So this begs the question, why did Kyoko call Makuru the ultimate despair when it says here she's the ultimate soldier? The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it? Yeah, because Byakuya was part of this, elite secret thing. The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Huh? Oh, it's you!
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey, come on now.
Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. She didn't break any regulations though. You can't punish her. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? Exactly. But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
I don't know what that word means. Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on a dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people there, right? Look at all these missing people. I miss them. I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
in other words...
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
You were asked about the 16th seat at the trial, and you said that it can technically hold 16 people. You liar. The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16, then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of this school life. So where's her dorm room then, huh? So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. So, seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. That's only days, though. Kyoko has been wearing gloves the entire time. And I don't see any scars on the hands of this body. Oh wait, maybe there is. Monokuma's account. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand, the tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Bianchi is such a dick, man. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mikuru was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mikuru is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He didn't actually say it was Mikuru. He just said it's one of us. One of the students. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mikuru is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mikuru was related to the case as the killer or the victim.
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would want to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mikuru is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Makuru Ukusaba isn't the culprit. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next time to see more Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Bye bye, I love you.